do them?
Well, we sort of ish.
Yes, well, the tradition of making New Year's resolutions has quite a history. As long ago as 2000 BC, at the end of every year, the Babylonians would pledge to return things they'd borrowed.
These days, at least, though, our track record of keeping them leaves something to be desired, because according to a YouGov poll earlier this year, only 1 in 10 of us never break one.
Well, we've been asking people in Manchester what they are setting themselves up for.
More exercise, more spinning classes, more swimming, and that's about it for me, yeah.
Just do more revision and more schoolwork for the future.
Well, the usual, get fit.
Cool. Yeah. Everyone's resolution.
Study hard, go to sixth form college. Olivia, do as you're told.
Not a New Year's resolution for myself, but I hope that Hull City get promoted. I really want that to happen.
No resolutions, so I think we're old enough now to know we never keep resolutions, so no.
Honest, at least, I suppose, yes.
Yeah. Joining us now, 3 people who know a bit about breaking out of old routines rather than breaking resolutions. Primrose Panglia has made it her mission to perform 5 acts of random kindness every day. And Claire Potter set her husband Jim 50 challenges to complete in his 50th year. Good morning.
Good morning.
And did you complete them all?
I did, yes.
What did they include? What sort of things did you have to do?
They included a huge range of things which stretched me in all kinds of directions I wouldn't normally be stretched in. They took me to places I wouldn't normally go, made me do things
For instance?
I wouldn't do. For example, bell ringing was one random thing. I didn't know. It's a strange world I'd never seen. It took me skinny dipping in our local river, which is not a thing I'd normally do.
Not on New Year's Day, I hope.
Not New Year's Day, no. That was in the summer. And I can only apologise to the woman who was walking her dog.
Oh, well. Okay.
Now, Primrose, you come from a slightly different angle, don't you? Because you're saying that people should actually resolve to be kinder every day.
That's right. I encourage people to try at least to do 5 random acts of kindness every day. I think at the moment we see so many terrible things happening, and I think we need to take it upon ourselves to actually be proactive and do something kind to other people.
What sort of thing?
Like simple things, like manners, opening someone's door behind you, smiling at someone, and things like buying coffee and flowers for people and just giving it to them really uplifts spirits.
Okay, because is there some science to the idea that if you do something generous or kind for someone else, it actually can have a physical effect on you?
That's right. There's been some research that's been done in America, especially, where they conducted studies on people who had depression, and they found that the people who did random acts of kindness were actually more likely to actually become better, because when you do random acts of kindness, you release serotonin, which makes you feel happier. So there was a study against people doing random acts of kindness, people who listen to music that calmed them down, and also did meditation. And out of the 3 groups, the people who actually did better were people who were kinder to other people.
Jim, when you were performing your tasks, did that make you feel better about yourself or happier in some way?
Yeah, it did. There were quite a few of them. All the ones to do with people were good. For example, we had a short break, a 2-day break in Warsaw during the year, and my challenge for that week was to take photos of 10 strangers and interview them. And I'd never normally do that, and I don't speak Polish.
Took you out of your comfort zone.
It certainly did, yeah.
Where, Claire, did you find 50 different things for him to do?
In my head somewhere. I kind of just thought about different areas of life, like connecting with people or doing random acts of kindness.
And then it's not the only challenge you set, because you then set 13 challenges for your son when he was 13.
Yes, that was a bit different because there's only 13, so they could be a bit bigger. And that was because he was kind of pushing for more freedom and independence. So I thought, let's put you to the test.
So what did you do?
His first challenge was to get on a train, get off at the 13th stop, which he didn't know where that was going to be.
This wasn't a mainline train to Inverness.
No, actually he ended up in Hereford, but he'd never been there before. And then when he got off the train, he had to go to a restaurant on his own and order the 13th thing off the menu, and then go shopping for a whole outfit with £13.13.
Wow.
So it's kind of like a game.
Character building.
Also, yes, but also a test.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Primrose, how do people react to you? If you do something like a small thing that's kind, are people surprised by that?
People are really taken back at first because it's quite unusual. I know in America it's something actually that's quite big, but here in the UK it's not as big as it is out there. So people say, you know what, you actually made my day. And when I began doing Random Acts of Kindness, I had one-to-one contact where I gave people a coffee or paid for whatever they're parking. And then afterwards I became a bit shy about it. So I started doing it to where people didn't actually know who did it. And I think it was actually quite nice.
So it's specific things that you pay for someone's parking. Someone did that for me once.
Oh.
Yeah, put 20 pence in the parking meter for me, and I've never forgotten. It was years ago.
Yeah.
Small things make a big difference.
Big difference, right?
So,
Yeah.
Jim, Claire's been setting you and your son challenges. Have you set a challenge for her?
Well, it's quite strange because when we've told people about this, they're split 50-50 whether they'd like to be challenged or not. Some people like it, some people hate it. Claire sets the challenges. She would absolutely hate to have these surprise challenges.
Yeah, I don't like surprises and I don't like being told what to do. I make my own challenges, I think.
Well, that doesn't so perhaps your resolution should be, well, yours should be to set her the challenges, and your resolution should be actually to go ahead
I think you're right,
to do them.
Yes. I think you're right.
Thank you.
Primrose, do all your acts of kindness, do they all involve a donation of some kind then?
No, that was the main thing that I tried to stop people doing, just paying for stuff, because I found myself that it started getting really costly. And you know, we just gone through a recession and things like that. So I tried to do like simple things, smile at someone, give way, you know, when someone wants to go ahead of you, putting back your trolley, and simple things like that. Even staying at a hotel today, just keeping the bathroom tidy. It's something that's very...
Shall we set the nation a challenge? What's one simple thing can everybody do today? Perhaps smile?
Yes, I definitely
do
think
that?
smile. It's really windy outside, so...
All right, great stuff. Well, very inspiring from all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It is 8:15.